Good evening, my people. Welcome to Gathoni Diaries, a home of real life stories. Karibuni sana, karibuni sana tupige stories pamoja. Good evening, few minutes to good evening. Yeah. Karibuni sana guys, tupige story. Karibuni sana. Nini kid? Good evening, guys. Good evening, good evening. How are you all doing? Welcome to my live stream, my people. Karibuni sana my people. Asanteni sana for joining. Thanks for joining. Toka hapo kede, tafadhali. Kaa chini. Mkoaje, how are you all doing? Thank you so much for coming. A very good evening. Yeah, few minutes to good evening. So, good evening. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome to my live stream. Karibuni sana. My name is Gathoni Diaries. Karibuni sana. A home of real life stories. Karibuni sana my people. Mkoaje, how is your evening taking you? Happy Tuesday. Hey, leo ni siku gani hata? Happy Tuesday guys. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday my people. Na mimi sitaki kelele, mnyamaze ama muende nje. A very good evening. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being here. Yeah, karibuni sana tupige mastori. Mastori ni mingi huku. Karibuni sana my people. Kalighting kidogo tu. Mwangaza hakuna. Not bad. Yes, of course I remember you. How are you? Thank you so much for coming, Arencia. How are you today? How are you? Thank you so much for coming, everyone. A very good evening. Welcome to the channel. Karibuni sana, my people. Thank you for coming. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the family. Yes? Yuko ndani ya toilet. Tolewa na Brandon. Thank you for joining, guys. I don't know about the kids. Thank you so much, Nina Bal, for coming. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Happy Tuesday. Kechi, hi. Thank you so much for joining. How are you today? Happy Tuesday from Kenya. Welcome to my live stream. Karibuni sana. Welcome, guys. This is a home of real life stories, yeah? Karibuni sana. Welcome and feel appreciated. Thank you so much, Arencia. Thank you so much. I decided to shave my hair. Yeah, I think I look good. I look good. Yeah, I look good. I love it. I love this new era. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Good afternoon, and happy. Oh, is it good afternoon or good evening? Good evening, my people, and happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the family, everyone. Welcome, welcome, and feel appreciated. Here we share stories, real life stories, the story that maybe you guys are suggesting, and everything in between. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kechi. I'm having a great day over here. Yes, and thank you so much for the compliment. Yeah, I look good. I look good. Feeling good, looking good. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, my people. Pangusia mtoto. Good evening, my people. Thank you for coming, everyone. Hapana, tafuteni huko. Tafuta huko. Na niko kazi, sitaki kuongelesha mnyamaza. Thank you for joining, my people. Good afternoon. I don't know what is happening with good afternoon. Good evening, my people. Thank you for joining. I hope your day is taking you well. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Welcome to the family. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We spent time together. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Good evening. Stop, Kaden. Stop. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Leta nimtengeneze. Bring it here. Kuja kid. And don't touch his stima inasumbua. Achana na yeye. Joyce Wanjiro, hi. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. How are you today? Good afternoon. Hey, Miss Jenny anisumbua na good afternoon. Good evening, my people. Good evening, good evening. Thank you for joining, my people. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Welcome to the family. Welcome to this amazing family. Great to have you here, guys. Great to have you here. Come, songa hapa. Motherhood content. But we must keep pushing. Come, Firi. Ai, acha kufanya hivyo. Umekunywa maji? Nenda kunywa water, umalize hiyo food. Sawa. Tunaelewana? Aya. Aya, sawa. Sawa sawa. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining. Betley, hi. Thank you so much for being here. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. I don't know about the kids. I think they are trending everywhere. Every time I join live stream, I get people asking me about the kids. I don't know. I don't know about them. How about them? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here. I'm doing good today. I'm grateful. I'm doing well. I thank God. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the family. Yeah, great to have you all here. Welcome and join our family. Best way to make a friend. Yeah, thank you so much, my people, for joining. Yeah, thank you for being here. Let's start our Q&A for the day. This channel is all about real life stories. Yeah. So today, best way to make a friend. Oh, thank you for being here, my people. That is our Q&A for today. Which is the best way to make a friend? Is there any way to make a friend really? Hmm? Kaden? Why motherhood will finish me? I keep shouting each and every time. Thank you so much for coming, my people. A very good evening. Good evening, my people. Welcome to my channel. Feel appreciated, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. How are you all doing today? How is your Tuesday taking you? Great to have you here. Great to have you here, my people. Is it me or we are many? I keep on shouting each and every time. I think motherhood is not for the weak. Because tell me why I keep on shouting each and every time. Shouting like a crazy person. I give up. Nimesema mtoke huko nyinyi wawili. Haraka sana. Mbio. Hatusisumbuane na nyinyi. Thank you for joining, my people. Juma, hi. Thank you for being here. How are you today? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining our family. I really appreciate. Great to have you here. How is your Tuesday taking you? Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Karibuni, karibuni sana. That is so amazing. I'm also fine. I'm also fine. Thank you for joining, my people. A very good evening. A very good evening, my people. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family, my people. Let's engage. Let's grow together. Let's create a great community together. Amazing, 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 Juma. Pia yangu inanipeleka fiti. I thank God. Asanteni sana for coming, my people. Thank you for joining our family. Yeah, you can join us. You can join our family. Join our family. We grow together. Thank you so much for coming. A very good evening. A very good evening, my people. Here I share all about storytelling, real life stories, interesting stories. You can always check the stories out. Yeah, I just uploaded a video yesterday. Amazing story over there. And I'm telling you, you're going to love it. So interesting. You can go watch it. Watch it and let me know what you think about the story. Tusaidiane to grow pamoja. That is so amazing, Brian. Leave a comment, nikuje tuchekiane huko. Nikuje nikupige support. Thank you for joining, my people. Thank you so much for coming, for joining. Great to have you here, Shika. Don't do that. Good evening, my people. Asanteni sana for joining. Thanks for joining, my people. How is your Tuesday taking you? Don't do that, young man. Nini? Mbona unaweka hapo? Na sitashinda tukisumbuana, nitakuchapa wewe. Tunasumbuania nini sasa? Kwa nini tusumbuane sasa? Hmm? Asanteni sana for joining, guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for joining our family. Great to have you here, my people. Let's continue engaging. Let's continue creating a great community together. We are still on our rebuilding series until we get back. Until we get back. Yeah, we are not giving up. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. A very good evening. A very, very good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for coming. Great to have you here. Let's create a great community. That is so amazing. Thank you so much for engaging on today's Q&A. I really appreciate. I really, really appreciate Lincoln. Thank you so much for being here. The best way to make friends is to know the personality of the person we want to make friends with. And I agree, totally agree. And nowadays, do friendship really last? Because in my life, I've been having several friends, yeah. But I think I haven't yet met the real friend, a real friend in this life. I think I'm yet to meet that real friend. Do they really exist? Do they really exist? Thank you so much for coming, my people. Thank you for engaging. A very, very good evening. Welcome to the channel. Yes, boo. Yes, boo. Hi. I don't know about the kids. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining to our family. I think I need to do a research about the kids because every time I join my live stream, I'm usually asked about this question. I don't know about them, but maybe I'm going to check them out. Thank you so much, Yasbo. Thank you for joining our family. Thank you for being here. Truly, truly appreciate. Thank you for the amazing love for joining our family. I truly, truly appreciate, guys. Yeah, you have no idea how grateful I am. God bless you guys. God bless you for joining our family, for being part of our family, and for helping me, most of all, helping me rebuild again. Right now, I'm in a better space. I've accepted with everything that happened, and I'm ready for this new journey. I even shaved my hair for this new journey. And I think I'm looking good. Yeah, I'm looking good. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you here. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, guys. How is your Tuesday taking you, guys? How is your Tuesday taking you? Thank you so much for coming and being here, being part of our journey, our story. Yes. Which is the best way to make a friend? Which is the best way to make a friend? That is our Q&A for today, our part of real life stories. That is what we are talking about today. The best way to make a friend. Because as for me, me with this friendship thing, I think here in Kenya it's hard to make friends because people do change each and every day. And I think people love you because of what you offer and not for who you are. And that is where we make a big mistake. Yeah. I think that is where the problem is. That is why I haven't found that real friend yet. I'm yet to find a friend. Thank you so much for coming. Good evening, my people. Thank you for joining. Talha, hi. Which celebrity are you talking about? Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you here. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you today, my people? How is your Tuesday taking you? How is your evening taking you? Today we are talking about the best way to make a friend. On this channel, I share real life stories, my experiences, the mistakes, and everything in between. So today we are talking about the best way to make a friend. Ah, really? Really? But I think after shaving, I look kinda like I don't know. Don't look like a lady, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it because this thing of Plaiting hair is so tiresome. I've just decided to look natural. Yeah, natural look all the way. But about Michael Jackson, I'll go search him. I see if I look like him. Thank you. You must be kidding. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Great to have you here, guys. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining our family. Yeah, let's discuss today. Today we are talking about, yeah, the best way to make a friend. That is what we are discussing today. Yes, Miraz, hi. Thank you so much for coming. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Yeah, welcome to our family. Welcome to our family. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for coming. Great to have you here. Welcome to the family. Feel appreciated. Huh? Feel appreciated a lot. Thank you so much. Great to have you here today. Great to have you here. This name is so hard to read. Takla. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, today we are talking about the best way to make a friend. What is your... Stop doing that. What is your... What am I saying? Kizungu ni ngumu. What is your take on that? Yeah, the best way to make a friend. Because nowadays, I don't think that real friendship exists. I don't think so. Because I've had a lot of friends in my life, and they used to love me because of what I was offering. Yeah, what I used to offer to them. Yeah, but after I lose those things to them, the moment I stop showing them that thing that I used to offer, the moment I stopped doing that, friendship ended. Ended. Thank you so much for coming. A very good evening, my people. A very good evening. Great to have you here, guys. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Okay then. No funny. What are you doing? I was comparing myself in the morning, and I don't know what to say, but it was so funny. It was funny. That is a story for another day. Thank you so much for coming, my people. A very good evening. A very good evening. Today we are talking about the best way to make a friend. And I want to hear from you guys. What is your take on that? The best way to make a friend. Do friendship really exist? Real friendship. Like I hear people saying that we have been friends for over 10 years. How do they keep that friendship alive? Thank you so much for coming, my people. Thank you for being here. A very good evening. Good evening from Kenya. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family, my people. Great to have you here. Great, amazing to have you here, guys. Yeah. Welcome to our family. A great family it is. A great family it is. Thank you so much for coming, my people. For spending time with us. We don't take it for granted. Okay, do. Hii extension inapiga kelele. Nataka kutupiga tu. Sikaribi. Sawa. Naogopa. Siogope. So ni boys waogopange. Thank you for being here, my people. Great to have you here. Great to have you here, my people. A very good evening. Asanteni sana for joining, my people. Don't do that, young. Don't do that. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, my people. I appreciate. How is your Tuesday evening taking you, guys? How is your Tuesday taking you? Usipite hapo Tommy. Toka hapo usiumie. Nabu toka hapa, sitaki stori zako.
Nina point.
Mm.
Nina point.
Shika. Sure. Are you for real?
Nina point.
Nani amepoint? Tebu enda huko cha kunipoint ni.
Nina point. Coffee. Nina point.
Nani amekupoint sasa?
Nina button. Nina point. Dati.
Cha kelele. Peleka makasiriko yako nje.
Nita.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much for engaging. Thank you so much. Let's wait, my friends. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Don't show your weakness. Look for a friend who has good morals. I totally agree. Thank you so much for participating and for engaging on today's Q&A. Thank you so much. God bless you so much. Asante sana for being here. Yes, let's continue growing together, my people. Let's continue growing together. Yes. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here, my people. I really appreciate. A very good evening to all of you. A very good evening. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming, my people. Cooper, hi. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. I'm good. Thank you so much for coming. Tidar, hi. Thank you for coming. Great to have you, my people. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining, everyone. A very good evening. How is your evening taking you?
Mommy.
Yeah, hata mimi ni Mkenya hapa. Thank you for coming. I'm from Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. Where, young man? You can't do that. Can you go, please? Enda huko mami job. Thank you for joining, my people. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining to our family. Yeah, I really appreciate my people. I really appreciate. Can you talk hapa, please, young man? The best way to make a friend. That is our Q&A for today on real life stories. On this channel, I share stories. It's all about stories. I'm from India. Amazing. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Wewe kuja nikupake, simama hapa. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Fanya hivi. Hivi. Aki this boy. This boy of mine. Haya, songa. Good. Sawa. Wewe ni msichana kweli? Thank you for joining, my people. A very good evening. A very good evening. The time here it's 3 p.m. 15. Yeah, 3 p.m. Thank you for joining, my people. What is the best way to make a friend? Young man, can you stop usiniharibie vitu zangu kutoka hapo? The best way to make a friend. That is our Q&A for today. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here, my people. Great to have you here. Great to have you here, my people. Have you ever been betrayed by a friend? Huh? Yeah, PM. In the evening. Thank you so much for being here, my people. I used to have a certain friend in my life who she was a girl anyway. She was a girl, but she used to use me badly. Very, very bad. I think because I showed her that way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think so. Amazing. Yes, of course, Brian. Thank you so much for coming. Asante sana for passing by and supporting me. Mi hata sinanga specific time ya kuingia live. Like naingianga tu live anytime. Anytime. But I think it's high time nianze ku create a time. But because we are rebuilding, tutaenda tu polepole tukijua which is the best time. Nitakuja kukucheck out Juma. Nitakuja ni kucheck out. Tusapotiane tuende mbali. Yeah, and before uende, kindly, a quick reminder, secure your channel. Mi nilikuwa na channel ambayo nilikuwa nimeigrowisha sana. Nilikuwa nimekaa na the channel for about 1 year, 3 months, but I lost it. So, make sure you read about the community guidelines za YouTube na pia secure your channel kama hauja secure. Kuna masetting kadha unafaa kuwa umeweka just for your channel to be safe. Watu wasikutumie link mbaya mbaya kwa comments zifanye utolewe. Okay? Yeah. It's good pia tusaidiane. Channel yangu ilitolewa nikuwe na over 70k subscribers. Ilitolewa because of the links. Kuna links fulani zilikuwa zinatumwa on the comment section. And ikafanya that the channel ikakuwa terminated. So it's good for us to take care to read about YouTube guidelines. Young man, can you nyamaza baba please? Nyamaza. We read about community guidelines and to follow. We follow them and be very careful on what you are doing. Kitu yote unafanya ikuwe real. Real. Thank you so much for coming, my people. Thank you for being here. I was giving you a story of a friend that I used to have, a certain girl that she used to use me very, very bad. And I used to feel so bad. Later, I came to realize that I had shown this girl the potential of using me badly. And what happened will shock you. What happened next? I've already done that story on my channel. Okay, Juma. Please secure your channel. Where? It is so bad when mi niko job. Wacha kuharibu hiyo kitu taribu. Hebu acha kufanya hivyo. Weka hapo kwa kiti. It is so bad wakati like umeweka a lot of effort on something and then one day uamke tu na lose that thing. That's because of a single mistake. Kwa sababu tu ya kama mistake tu kadogo kenye unaweza prevent ukianza. So it is very important for us, yeah? We secure first before doing anything. Because huku nje si kuzuri, ni kumoto sana. Thank you so much for coming. Alafu saizi YouTube imekuwa na a lot of iko very sensitive and they are very strict. Sai ukifanya tu kitu kadogo hivi unaangushwa mbio sana. Unaambiwa wewe enda ukajiandae. Na inakuwa very hard because hata una appeal na hiyo appeal inakuwa rejected like within hours. Within few minutes wewe unakuwa uko rejected. So it's bad. It's very bad. It's such a bad feeling. Yeah? Imagine uko umeweka hard work yako yote mahali like umeinvest na mavideo mingi sana and then all of a sudden una lose mpaka hizo video hata una ka memory hata kamoja like ya kujiambia that you will be looking back kwa hizo memories unajiambia at least I got something. So imagine losing everything, videos, all your effort, all your ups and downs, everything in between iende hivyo. It can be bad, si fiti, you're feeling it's bad. Sitaki kuongelea hiyo story, inanifanyanga nasikia vibaya. Hata mi nimeanzia hii channel yangu iko na wiki ngapi? I think saizi ni wiki ya 3 tangu nianze tena, kabla akijaniramba kiliniramba my people kinakuramba unaanza tena, hakuna mchezo huku. But it's okay, we are going to get back, we are going to get there maybe one day. Saizi no pressure, no pressure, no biggie, mdogo mdogo tu, we are going to get there. Keda naacha na hiyo kitu, hapana, wacha utaharibu. Thank you for being here. A very good evening, my people. A very, very good evening. Yeah, it is so bad. Locked in. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here. It is bad. I am telling you guys. Mimi karibu nipoteze maisha yangu. Yani I felt so bad. I even got sick because of that channel. But it's okay because right now I've accepted, I know better. Makosa ilikuwa ya nani? Makosa ilikuwa yangu mimi. Yeah, makosa ni ya nani? Ni yangu. Kwa sababu gani? Sijasekiwa. Kama ningekuwa mwerevu, ningeona like the channel is growing, ningesekiwa. But because of not, sikuwa najua. Yeah, it's alright. Here we go again. Here we go. Thank you so much for being here. Sumanti, hi. Thank you so much for coming from India. Amazing. Great to have you here. Welcome to our family. Here we share real life stories. Here we share real life stories. How do we secure our channels? How we secure our channels is by, a lot of setting haziko kwa simu. Unaona kwa YouTube studio. Ukienda kwa YouTube studio yako, kuna hiyo place ya setting, haiko si the same na yenye iko kwa laptop, na kama hauna laptop unaweza enda usecure kwa cyber. Ukienda kwa YouTube studio ukisign in setting, utaona zimejiandika hapo a lot of things. Kuna hiyo utaenda tu main kwa setting, anza kusoma about hizo setting, YouTube guidelines, set kila kitu yenye unaona, especially hapo kwa block links. Oh, please go and block those links because people are sending bad links, bad videos on those comment section na ziko clickable. Once someone click that link, ikimtoa out of YouTube, wewe jua ni hivyo. Your channel inakuwa ngumu sana kuiget once you may lost. Mi hata I don't have nilikuwa na hope kidogo and nilikuwa na ka good feeling about maybe I can get my channel back maybe later in future, I don't know, but it is not guarantee because yangu ilikuwa bad, yangu ilikuwa mbaya. Watu waliniekea maneno mbaya sana, mbaya, and once they see that wanasema like unaanza kuscam watu, spamming and all that, so unaambiwa haufuati the community guidance or what they did, what they do, wanatoa like wanakutolea channel na inakuwa very very hard to get it back. So it's such a bad feeling. Siwezi wish for someone else to go through that feeling. It's bad, I'm telling you, it's bad, very very bad. Una feel vibaya sana, mbaya sana. Sitaki kukumbuka about it because niligonjeka watu wangu. Utagonjeka ukiimagine all the effort, the sleepless nights. Kwanza mimi sikuwa nalala. I used to put a lot of effort on that channel. All of a sudden, it's gone. It's gone and gone. We don't know whether it's forever or for months or years. We don't know. Sijui hata. But anyway, hata to discuss, leo tuna discuss about the best way to make a friend. Huku tuna share real life stories kwa hii channel. These channels, what am I saying? Kizungu nayo inanilemea. Hii channel ni all about real life stories. The stories that are relatable, the mistake. Na pia ni vizuri sana like kuambiana ukweli. Tuambiane ukweli. Like ukiona Kama mimi nilifanya mistake na nikatolewa, siwezi taka mtu mwingine afanye mistake atolewe pia. It's good to be very 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 safe. Ukuwe tu careful, read read and read. Saizi kitu ambayo najifundisha sana on my channel, on this new journey ambayo nimeanza, is reading about the community guidelines. Hata nikuwe nimekaa hivi kidogo napitia nasoma, because iko na a lot of rules, na tusiposoma the rules, stop, tusiposoma hizo rules haitakuwa fiti. Thank you for joining my people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, my people. A very good evening. Great to have you here, my people. Great to have you here. Welcome to our family. Yeah, here we share real life stories. The stories that are relatable. Yeah, the stories that we can learn through them, laugh through them. Yeah, and vibe as we continue growing together. Great to have you here, my people. A very good evening. Good evening, my people. We are talking about the best way to make a friend. That is what we are talking about. Wacha kufanya hivyo, young man. Can you stop? Stop. Wacha kufanya hivyo. Acha siharibu hizo vitu ati. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Thank you for coming, my people. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Welcome to our family. Join us, we grow together, guys. Join us, we grow together. You join us, we grow together, my people. A home of free life stories. If you enjoy storytelling, yeah, check my videos out. You're going to love them. I've given out amazing stories, interesting stories, and they're going to make you laugh and relate. So check me out, check my videos out, and your support means a lot to me, and I can never take it for granted. I'm very, very grateful for that. Racha, hi, thank you for joining. How are you today? How is your Tuesday taking you? Thank you for coming. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Racha. Thank you so much. Great to have you here. How is your evening taking you? Thank you for being here. We are talking about the best way to make a friend. That is our discussion for today on real life stories. This channel is all about storytelling. Thank you so much, Racha. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining our family. Yeah, thank you for joining us on real life stories. Check my videos out and you're going to love them. Leave a comment over there. Let me know what you think about the videos, where you want us to improve, yeah? The stories that you want to hear from us. And I'll be here to deliver those stories to where I can. Yeah. Thank you so much, my people. Thank you for being here. A very good evening. A very, very good evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We grow together. We create a great community together. We rebuild together until we get back to our feet. Stop, young man. Utaanguka. Motherhood and content creation is not easy, but balancing both of them. Thank you for joining, my people. A very good evening. A very, very good evening, my people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining our family. If you haven't joined our family, join us. Join us, we grow together. Join us, we create a great community. Join us, we walk this journey together. So, Thank you for joining, my people. A very good evening. Good evening, my people. Great to have you here. Great to have you here, my people. Good evening, my people. Asanteni sana for joining. Great to have you here, guys. Great to have you here. Welcome to the family, guys. Welcome to the family. We grow together. We create a great community. We rebuild together. We go far together, guys. Good evening, my people. Good evening. Join us on this journey. Join us, join us, join us. Join the family, guys. Join the family. Hmm? Unafanya? Hebu toka huko. Good evening, my people. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, my people. A very good evening. Where are you going? Hmm? Thank you for joining, my people. A very good evening. Good evening, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining and being here. I really appreciate you guys. It's a real strong. Thank you for joining. Hey, kuna upepo huko zinaangusha mavitu. Thank you for joining, guys. A very good evening. A very, very good evening, my people. How is your evening taking you, guys? How is your evening taking you? Hello to you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate. Good evening. How is your evening taking you along? Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate. A very good evening. How is your taking? How is your taking? How is your evening, guys? How is your evening taking you, guys? Kuna maupepo huku jamani, maupepo kibao. My Lord. Good evening, my people. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. How is your evening taking you along? Thank you for being here. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining the family. Thank you for joining the family, my people. Mm. Oh, hii upepo nayo. When you see me dance. Oh, in the mind. Envy, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. How is your evening taking you? Thank you for joining and for being here. How are you today? Thank you for joining. A very good evening. A very good evening to all of you. To you, Envy. Thank you for being here. Yeah, thank you for the amazing support. I truly, truly appreciate. I'm good. Just chilling over here. Chilling, chilling. Thank you for being here. Yeah, thank you so much for joining and spending time with us on this amazing evening. Thank you for joining, my people. A very good evening. A very, very good evening to you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Truly appreciative, guys. We'll put this phone on a charger kabla ijanizimia. I have another job. I have another job. This I do for part-time, part-time job. But looking forward maybe later in future to make it a job. Maybe later in future. But as for now, let's continue trying and trying, rebuilding again and again. I'm rebuilding because I lost my channel. So I'm rebuilding on this new one. When you see me dance. Good evening, my people. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining and spending time with me. Thank you so much, Envy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I used to have a channel that I took it as my job. Yeah, I took it as my job, and I later, like 3 weeks ago, not 3 weeks, like 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? Like last month on 18th, huh? Yeah, I lost the channel. People sent me bad links and it got removed from YouTube. I don't know whether I'll get it back, but that is where we are at the moment. So still hustling outside here. Yeah, as we continue trying and trying. Thank you for joining, for being here, my people. I really appreciate. A very good evening, a very, very good evening. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me, my people. I never knew. I want to sing. Sina sauti. I never knew. Au, singejua kama ningerudi hapa. Huh? That song. Hey, I never knew really. I never knew. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here, my people. A very good evening. A very, very good evening to you guys. Hey, hey, Gif, how are you? Thank you for joining. A very good evening to you. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the family. Thank you for joining us. I really, really appreciate. Thank you for joining us today. How is your evening taking you along? How is your evening, guys? I never knew. My charger isn't charging, jamani. Nataka niishiwe na moto hapa. I don't know what to do. Maybe, don't know. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. A very good evening to you, my people. Thank you for joining our family. Let's continue rebuilding, continue growing together on this new journey. This phone, why is it not charging? Over here, the time is 4 p.m. Yeah, 4 in the evening, 4 p.m. Thank you for joining, my people. A very good evening. Thank you for being here, spending time with us. We really do appreciate. Today we were talking about the best way to make a friend. Yeah, the best way to make a friend. What is the best way to make a friend? That is what we were talking about today. And this phone is in charge. Oh, where are you, Envy? 9 a.m. Amazing. Thank you for being here. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Huh? Thank you so much for being here and joining us today. Yeah, you just become part of our family, part of this family as we continue growing. I really appreciate you a lot. A very good evening, my people. Thank you for joining the family. Yeah, thank you for the likes. That's cool. That's cool. USA, that is so amazing. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Let me put this phone of mine on a charger, then I come back. And this is refusing to charge. Inatakaje sasa jamani? It is not charging. Not charging. I never knew. Amazing. Thank you so much for engaging on today's Q&A. I really appreciate. I really appreciate. Yeah, I really appreciate what is going on in my mind. It's as much as we are making friends, we have boundaries with them, because the moment you show someone your potential, then they start taking the advantage of you, they start using you badly. Right now in my life, I really don't believe in making friends. Right now I don't have any friends in my life, a small, very small circle, because the friends that I used to have, or the friends that I used to have in my life, they used to use me badly, in bad ways, leading me to bad situations. So it made me fear making friends a lot. And I really fear having friends. Yes, that is where I am right now in my life. Boundaries, and I've also learned to put a lot of boundaries in my life, because I'm that talkative girl. I like talking, and when maybe I meet with someone, yeah, we talk and talk, and in my mind I tell myself that maybe they are my friends, that they've already become my friends. But little did I know that you don't make friends like that, like meeting someone and to say that that is your friend. That is not how it works. Yeah, so I don't know. Right now in my life, I don't really believe in making friends, especially here in Kenya. Here in Kenya, a lot is going on. Yeah, people have no time for friendship. They have no time. They are busy with their work, busy with their lives, and it becomes so hard to make friends. And they say that in a way here in Kenya, they really believe in making friends with benefit. And a lot of them, they're not making friends like me, not making friends in with benefits, because it rely on one person. That one friend, yeah, that friend that you are calling a friend of yours, hmm, turn their back to you. Yeah, they start using you badly. If you have money, they start asking for your money, and the moment you reach that point that you have no job, you have no money, nothing to offer to them, hey, you become an enemy. You become an enemy. Right there. So right now, ah, making friends is, I think it's hard. How to make friends? I think that is a very difficult thing. Thank you for joining, my people. A very good evening. A very good evening. I hope your evening is taking you well. It's taking you amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I've learned from mistake, a lot of mistake, and I've really done a lot of mistake in my life. Yeah, they are genuine people, but it takes time. Sure, it takes time to recognize them. But they are rare. At the same time, they are very rare to find. Hey, young man, suvae sweater. Vaa jacket, acha kukohoa hapo. Weka mguu.
Mami,
Hmm?
nenda.
Hmm.
Ajanea.
Unaenda kwa nani?
Ajanea.
Huo ni nani sasa?
Nenda ajanea.
Unaenda kwa Tiana? Weka mguu chini na ulete jacket uvae basi.
Jacket.
Iko baridi. Acha kuniambia. Vaa. Bring the other one. This one.
Hey.
Mm-mm.
Hey.
Yes. Weka. Hii. Weka hapa. Weka haraka ama ubaki hapo. Weka mguu vizuri. Hai. Weka mguu. Aya. Hiyo ingine. Weka mguu. Haya, kuja. Wait first. Wait please. Wear jacket. Wear please. Acha mchezo baby. Sitaki mchezo yako mimi. Wear jacket. Jua iko baridi huko nje, tunaenda kwa Tiana. Kuna baridi. Weka mkono, kuna baridi sana. Weka mkono. Na usitoe hiyo jacket. Acha tabia mbaya. Weka mkono. Stop touching my things. A boy over here. He wants to go play. Acha kufanya hivyo. No, hiyo ni bad manners. Kaa vizuri. Bye. Usienda kucheza huko mbali. Enda kwa Tiana, sawa? Bye. Kwa nimejipaka mambo gani? Bye. Sienda kwa barabara. Umesikia? I never knew. I was saying about the mistakes that I've done in my life. There are so many. So many. But it's okay because we learn through mistakes. We learn and change through those mistakes. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here, guys. Yeah, children are very nice. Very, very nice. They are our little bundle of joy. Yeah, they are so amazing. Our miracles. They don't know what stress is, you know. They are just very, very innocent to even know what is going on in life, but such an amazing feeling for them. Thank you for joining my people. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for liking this amazing live stream. I really appreciate. Thank you for helping me rebuild again on this new journey. If you haven't joined us, kindly join by subscribing to the channel. Yeah, joining our family. That is how you join this family. Over here I share real life stories. Yeah, the mistakes that I've done in my life, my 20s. Yeah, a lot of them. It's still okay. It's still okay. Thank you so much for being here, my people. Thank you for joining. I share amazing stories on this channel, my people. You can always check my videos out. Let me know the stories that you want to hear from me. Yeah, and I will be here, right here, narrating. I give out the stories of my life, the experiences that I've had. Yeah, I'm just a mama who has gone through a lot in this life. A lot in my age. Sometimes I feel like the things that I've gone through in this life, not yet in my 30s, but we'll get there soon. Yeah, but I've done a lot of mistakes in my life, in my 20s especially. A lot of them. Woo! And I usually have a lot of stories to tell about my life. People keep on telling me that I have the way I tell my stories. I have experience like of an over 70-year-old because of the things that I've gone through. But it's just life. Life, life, life. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Thank you for spending time with us. We really appreciate. We really, really appreciate my people. Today we are talking about the best way to make a friend. And at what age do someone stop making friends? Or it doesn't have any time? Like you. I'm still a young lady, but sometimes the stories I give, uh, in a way I feel like a grandma, you know. But it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Thank you so much, Hudasan, Hadason, Hadasan. Thank you for being here. I'm good, I'm good. Thank you for joining us. How are you today? How is your evening taking you? Great to have you here today. Welcome back to this amazing channel. Yeah, thank you for the amazing love and support. I truly, truly appreciate. I feel like laughing because of when I remember the stories that I give. Sometimes I normally like watching me give those stories, and I find them so funny. And at the same time, they've really taught me a lot in this life. Yeah, but this life, jamani. Anyway, thank you so much for joining my people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the amazing love. Thank you for joining us. Join the family, my people. Join by subscribing to the channel. Yeah, we rebuild. We are rebuilding, my people. We are on our rebuilding series. That is so amazing. That is so, so amazing. Amazing to hear that, Hadason. Thank you so much for joining from Ghana. Amazing. Thank you so much. No, 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 no. No, no, I'm not trying to compare myself as a grandma. I'm just giving out a compliment of one of the audience. Said that the stories that I'm giving, I look like I have a lot of experience, but at the same time, I'm still in my 20s. Yeah, no, not that bad though, but they are funny stories. You can go watch them, Envy. You can go watch them. Yeah, and get to know what I mean. Yeah, a lot of experiences at a younger age. A lot of experiences at a younger age. Thank you for joining my people. A very good evening. A very, very good evening to all of you. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining our family. Story time, story time. Yeah. Which story would you like to hear? Give us. I've already given like 12 episodes. Yeah, the stories of my life, 12 episodes. So you need to go there and listen one by one. One by one. And one of the funniest stories that I was listening to me yesterday and I was really laughing very hard. I won't give it like all of it because they will say that I'm repeating and I don't want anything to happen to this channel. I remember when I was growing up, when I was still a young girl in school, when I was still schooling. Yeah, time for story now. We are officially there. So, I used to be a very, very prayerful girl, and I don't know what happened along the way. I think life happens, and because of the things that I've gone through in this life, maybe they've made me not like running away, but moving like a little bit from God. Not in a bad way though, it's because of life being hard. And I remember when I was still young, I used to pray a lot, especially when I was in primary school. So when I was about to finish my primary, I remember we used to have a certain, just wait for it, yeah. We used to have a certain group of youths, and we used to pray a lot. Let me tell you guys, we used to pray, like praying, and we used to feel like the Holy Spirit is there with us. Yeah, we are filled with the Holy Spirit. We used to speak in tongues. I don't know where, I don't know where that was coming from, but okay. So I remember one of our chairman when I used to be on this group. The chairman said that God has spoken to him, and he has said that I'm going to be his future wife. I'm going to end up with him in future. And I was like, cool. God has already said this. And remember, I was still in school, in primary school, imagine. And let me laugh. We started praying about it. Yeah. We used to pray very, very hard. Me and my fellow youths there that we were in this group together. We started praying. Yeah. We started praying about it. Let me laugh about it because I found it very, very funny. We started praying and praying and praying. We prayed for years. Because back then, before moving to the city, I used to stay in the village. And there in the village, life was so funny at the same time, was hard and funny at the same time. Because tell me why someone this chairman of ours said that God has already spoken to him. And I used to wonder, how does God spoke to someone? But anyway, because I was still young, we continue praying, and we started loving one another. Me and this chairman, we started loving one another, not like we were in relationship, but we started loving one another through prayers. You get it? We started loving one another through prayers. Yani, praying for one another and telling God, please allow these youth, these chairman, for us to end up in future together. And it was so funny. Right now, thinking about it, it is funny, but back then it was a serious thing. We started loving one another. We started loving like both of our families. Their family started loving me. And who am I? I started loving them back because, well, okay, God has said, God has already spoken. And this chairman, his dad was a pastor. So the pastor and the wife used to pray a lot for us, and they used to say that they've gotten such a nice girl, such a beautiful young daughter, and they're going to pray for us to end up in future together. Let me tell you guys, immediately after I moved from the village, and that was it. Immediately I finished schooling. That was it. After fasting for years. Yeah, we used to fast, by the way, fasting, praying and fasting, very, very serious, without eating, even for days, for like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. We used to do those challenges of praying. Yeah. And it never happened. Life happened. And when I started becoming a clever girl, I saw like, oh, me, I don't want to end up in the village. I don't want to start like being a farmer at a younger age, starting having kids at a younger age. Yeah, and in the village, yeah, in the village, people, they just do farming and farming. So I could imagine how my life would be right now. Maybe I could have like 10 children, a farmer, yeah. Oh, guy, but God is still good. God is good because maybe that was not his plan in my life. That is how I escaped. I started cutting my boundaries with this chairman, this boy, this young, this chairman. Yeah, I started cutting the boundaries. It was serious. It was very, very serious. And when I came to the city, I started cutting boundaries because I became a clever girl. I started cutting and putting boundaries between me and him. And there is this one day when we were still on a call, I told him that I know that God had already spoken to you, and maybe it is not my will to end up with you in the future. So that is how I told him to look for another girl. He was serious because he was even planning for a wedding. Imagine, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's just God. I didn't hurt him. We weren't dating. We were just praying for one another. Remember he said that God had spoken to him. And God has spoken, and God said that I'm going to end up with him in future. So I didn't understand. I didn't understand, but we weren't dating in any way. But in a way, through those prayer, I started believing. I started seeing like maybe this thing can come to pass. Maybe, maybe right now. Oh, I don't know. Right now, my future could be very, very, very. I don't know. But well, such is life. You know, such is life, and we go through a lot of things for us to get to where we want in this life. Maybe if I didn't get maybe I if I didn't come from the village, maybe I could end up with him in future. Right now, hey, right now, oh, let me not say it, let me not say it. He said that God had spoken to him. I don't know whether that was a way of just letting me, I don't know. I think he was lying in a way. How could God spoke to him and let him know that I'm going to end up with him in future? I think that chairman lied. I think he lied. Chairman lied. Yeah, chairman lied. But such is life. So when I give those stories, the stories of my life, I find them very, very funny. They are very funny. Very, very funny. But anyway, it's part of life. It's part of life. Skip Low, hi. Thank you for joining. How are you today? How is your evening? Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Am I laughing? Ah, it's just me remembering those stories. Is it really true that God can speak to someone? Can speak to someone and tell him that we are going to end up maybe in future? Or they are just lying? Ooh, I agree with you, Envy. I really agree with you. The other day, I gave a story about how this woman of God. You know, I've given like several stories on my channel, and there was a time in my life I met a woman of God. Chairman was such a pastor in training. Yeah, because you know even his dad was a pastor, so maybe I don't know. Well, let me tell you, I meet a certain woman of God, of God in my life, and back then when I meet this woman of God, I was going through a lot. By the way, back then I was going through a lot, and in my head I was like, when you talk to a pastor, when you talk to a woman of God, maybe your problems are going to be solved. Yeah. Hmm. Let me tell you, I went meet this before meeting with this woman of God. I first of all meet with a man of God and told him my story, but I don't know what the man of God thought, but he couldn't help me, so he directed me to a woman of God. I was so desperate. When he directed me to a woman of God, he gave her my number, and the woman of God called me, and she started praying for me on phone, praying for my problems, praying and praying. And I didn't even have a chance to talk to this woman of God. Her work was just to call me and pray for me. And so I remember when we planned for our first meet, for us to meet for the first time, he told me that she would like us to meet so that I may narrate my story very well, yeah, so that she may know how she can help me. And in my mind, I was like, cool. This time around, all these problems, bye bye, bye bye to all my problems. Let me tell you, it was on a Monday. I go meet with this woman of God, and I started talking to her, narrating, telling her all that I was going through, and I remember I was just in my first years in my marriage, so there were a lot of challenges, and we were going through a lot of problems back then. So the woman of God, when I narrated to her about was what I was going on my marriage, you know what she told me? She told me that I jump like a frog. Yeah, jump like a frog and run for your life. The woman of God that I had gone to her for help, she told me to jump like a frog and run for my life. Run, run. Here in Kenya, they say, Morife, run. Run for your life. And I was like, well, hmm? Well. In a way, because I was very, very desperate, I kinda listened to her and she gave me fare. That is the only help. I don't know whether that was help. I don't think it was help. She gave me fare for me to run for my life. She told me, just go to the village, back to your parents. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to suffer, my daughter. You don't have to suffer. And I was like, well, you are right. I don't have to suffer. Let me go back home. And remember, there were challenges in my marriage, but the normal challenges that we go through each and every time. So when I came back home, I didn't talk even to my partner. I didn't tell him anything. What I did the next day, I woke up very early in the morning, went to the salon, make my hair, and bought a Nigerian bag, a very big Nigerian bag. I came home, pack my clothes, pack my baby's clothes, and go home. And that was the beginning of my problems. Oh, let me tell you, I never saw that woman of God anywhere in my life. After she paid for me fare to go home, I never saw her anywhere. That was it. For me to start dealing with my problems, yeah. I just moved out of my marriage because I was told that to jump like a frog and run for my life. You have no, you just, I don't know. But it was hard. It was hard for me starting now to explain this whole thing. Why did I even go? And I went home, and that was the beginning of my problems. Because when you go, yes, I have one boy. I have a boy. And when I go home, in the village, when you come back from the city, they seems to know like everything that is going on in your life. And so they knew that I ran for my life. I had run for my life. And let me tell you, my story was all over in that village. They were just speaking bad things, and I couldn't handle it. I said, why did I come here? And I starting to plan how I could go back. Let me just go back because, my friends, that time, I think that nilijitakia mashida mimi mwenyewe. Yeah. In a way, like I just what is it called, dug my own hole and jumped to it, just thinking that maybe someone can get help from pastors. And that was a big lie. And I've gone through several things through these pastors. I think if I've not learned yet, I don't know how and when am I going to learn. But right now I've learned because back then I was just still young, and yes, village gossip was all over. That Gathoni had run for her life. Yeah, she just left her marriage and come back to the village. And my stories were all over. When one person know your stories in the village, one story in that village, the entire village seems to know the story. So you can't even go even to that kamta of that village. You can't go even to a shop because they know your stories everywhere. They know all about your life. Like they seems to know everything. And it is bad. It was bad. It was so bad. Let me tell you, it took me it took me 2 months, like about 2 months in the village. Yeah, just because I had believed, I had believed this woman of God. Hmm? It was bad, guys. It was very, very bad. Thank you for listening to my stories. Yeah, it was bad. I've done a lot of stories on my channel. You can just go listen to them. Some of them are just like lessons, the lessons that I've learned. Some of them are just funny. Let me start reading now your comments now. I agree with you, Hadason. God can speak to all of us. Hmm? The problem that we have, yeah, the problem we have is that we start believing that maybe these so-called these called you that woman of God pastors, that they have power, and we forget that we also have power. And that is where we go wrong. That is where we dig our own holes and get in there. My network is reconnecting. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Yeah, these women of God and pastors, especially when you are very, very desperate, they seems to know a lot of things. And I don't know how they know like your past life, what you went through in your family, back in the village. They seems to know like a lot. You know, I have another story that I was planning to shoot. Maybe if I can just narrate a little. When I started hustling, when I started hustling, a lot has happened in my life. When I started hustling back then, when I came to the city, I made a friend. I met a friend who was, she was my boss, and later she became my friend because she was a girl. She became my friend. And I remember because I was, when I came to the city, my aunt hosted me. So when I stayed with her for quite some month, I thought maybe if I can look for a house and start staying alone, because you know I cannot come and start giving him a lot of burdens because of my life. So I said that I'm going to look for a house. I stay alone. So on this work that I got when I came to the city, the girl became my friend, and it happened she was also staying with her aunt. And along the way, the same year that I started hustling, she happened to, she was looking for a house also for her to move from her sister. She start her life. And I remember back then I was looking for a single room, like a single room, like a small cube for me to start my life over there because I had no money. And you know, life in Nairobi, like when you come to the when you came to when you come to the city, life is usually very, very hard. So this girl of mine, the friend that I made back then, she told me that because if you're looking because you are looking for a single room, yeah, it will become very, very hard for you to get the house. And for sure it was hard because we really like tukatafuta nyumba. How is that called in English? We looked for a house, yeah, we looked for a house like everywhere, and I didn't get this kasingo room. So we decided to go with a bed sitter. A bed sitter is a house that has water inside and toilet. And we said that we are going to be paying like half the money, like how is it called, like we are going to like English is becoming hard, guys. English is becoming hard, but we started paying like everything like half. So the story that I'm about to give is when I came to when I met this girl, she used to have a pastor. Yeah, roommates. Thank you so much, Envy. You know, English sometimes came with a boat. So we became, yeah, we were roommates. So this girl used to have this pastor, this man of God, that she used to go to his house. Like she was that like the man of God was like her pastor in her life. Like she used to go tell him all about All about her life. When she has problems, she used to go to this pastor. Yeah. And when we started, when we were roommates, so she, sorry guys, she introduced me to this man of God, this pastor now. And who am I? Because I was told that you're supposed to narrate everything about your life. I go ahead, because we were besties with this girl. I go ahead and narrate all about my life to this pastor. And I remember it was one of the, I think, holidays, and it happened. My roommate had gone to see her sister that day, and me, because I had no other place to go. Sorry, I decided that I'm going to visit my pastor, this pastor, and sorry to say, he was not bad anyway. He was a Nigerian pastor. So remember, in the first story that I've already given you, she was a Kenyan. So this time around, I get to to try a different pastor from another country. Yeah. So this day was on a holiday, and I decided today I'm going to visit my pastor. This man of God. And I went ahead and bought a lot of fruits, a lot of apples for our pastor, this man of God. It is not bad. It is not bad to treat pastors. It is not bad. I bought my fruits and go ahead. Me going to the pastor's house, not even in church, to the pastor's house. I'm going to meet this man of God in in his house, because that is where he said that it is his office and all that. And I went, gave him my fruits, and we started like kupiga story, like having story, guys. So I don't know whether I'm using the correct English, but I hope you're getting what I'm saying. So while still in our conversation, our story, the pastor, this man of God, asked me that which movie do I love, like watching, love movie. And in my head, like romantic movie, I don't. In my head, I wasn't even thinking, why is it a man of God asking me about romantic things over here? And I was like, let me see where we are going to get with this man of God. And I can see you're following. So there was a laptop on the table. See, my pastor went ahead and opened the laptop, and he told me I think he put the movie there. Yeah, the movie that he loved watching a lot, that romantic one. And the man of God, let me tell you, started being weird, being all over, all over, all over. He just wanted to touch me, and was like, where? Here? Let me tell you, and in that where I had gone, yeah, I think there were no neighbors. It was tricky. My life was, I don't my life was to end that day. And Nigerian pastors are giants. Yeah, they have big bodies. And back then I was just a tiny girl. I didn't even have a lot of nyamas, a lot of a lot of, oh my god. I was just a tiny girl. So in my head, I started asking myself, is if this pastor, yeah, I'm looking for the correct English to use. I don't want anything to happen for my child. If he just, let me say, like what is it called? Like kunilalia. What is it called in English? I don't know. He could just break my bones. Yeah. If he get that chance. And let me tell you, in that house, he had closed the door, like at the door they have so many locks. That house had a lot of locks. And before we get there, he had prepared for me nice meal, very very nice, chicken and rice. And after eating, these things started now. The about the romantic movie and all that started happening now. It was bad. Let me tell you guys how I escaped from that door. Up to date, I don't know where I got the strength to push this man of God. I don't know how I get the strength because he was a giant. Yeah, I push him and open the door faster, faster. I just pick my phone and run away. That is how I ran from this man of God. Like in a way, and remember I had given him my story, like he knew my story. And in my head I was like, because pastors in my head I told myself, because man of God, maybe they can help someone. Yeah, because you are a man of God, you can help someone. And little did I know that I was going to put myself in this hey, messy thing. Let me tell you guys, I ran for my life. I never told my friend what happened that day with the pastor. I never even told him, like he was trying to, like, do that thing on me. And I ran and go back home. So when the girl came back, I acted normal. I was like, has she ever gone through something like this? Because every time when we were not busy at work, she used to say that she's going to see pastor. She's going. Every time she used to go to his place. And I don't know what was happening. So I told myself that I'm going to shut my mouth. I won't say anything. I'm going to pretend like nothing happened. But I told myself that there was no any other day that I will ever go to see this pastor. And my roommate started telling me, maybe we can start going to his church. Start going to his church because he's a good man of God. That is how I stopped going to church back then. I looked for another church, and I even told myself it is not a must for me to go to church. I can pray for myself in the house. That is how I escaped. Yeah, that is how I escaped from this man of God. I think I have not I think I have like five stories. Yeah, five stories of man of God, women of God, women of God, man of God. Well, let me tell you, you can see dust. They are very, very, very pretenders, and they seems to know God like crazy. Like for us, we don't, like, they seems to assume that, like, we don't know God for ourselves, but like they are the ones that they know God the most. It was bad. That is another story. That is another story, guys. I've gone through a lot. And especially when they see like you are innocent. Yeah, you are very innocent. They start taking advantage of you. They start like taking advantage of you. Hailey, are you still here? Happy birthday to you. I'm sorry, I don't know read and narrate a story at the same time. That is that is all, guys. That is the stories of this woman of God, man of God. I almost end up in trouble because I've gone through a lot. It's true, and I accept it because and I'm happy because I have gotten that chance maybe to talk it out, yeah, and to let people know that especially this young generation, do not trust everyone. Do not trust everyone. And another thing that I've learned through these stories is like shutting your mouth. The moment you shut your mouth, it will just save you from a lot of troubles. But the moment you keep on opening your mouth to like everyone, like I've met a pastor, I started opening about my life, all the things that I'm going through. That was the beginning of my troubles, because if I kept quiet, I wouldn't maybe end up in all this. Yeah, but it's okay because we learn through those mistakes, and they make us sharp in this life, because without those mistakes you don't have any experience, you don't have anything to share. Maybe right now I won't have that chance to narrate these stories for you. Yeah, yeah, that is what I've gone through in the hands of these pastors. But not all are bad, but It is high time we start knowing God for ourselves. I was listening to another story the other day, and this woman was telling us like it is about time we start knowing God for ourselves. We start knowing God. We start reading that Bible for ourselves. It is not a must for us to go like somewhere for churches for us to know the Bible. We can read it and understand, read it with understanding and understand. Yeah, it is not a must for us to keep on, you know, we go keep on opening our mouths telling like everybody about your life and you don't know about the intention. Yeah, I became wiser. Yes. And I'm grateful because that is part of learning and learning each and every day. We learn through those mistakes. We learn through mistakes. Oh, which other stories would you like to hear from me, guys? I narrate. Another part of learning through mistake is when I lost my channel. That is when I became more wiser. I used to have, I've given this story, but I won't wish to keep on repeating about it because it can be flagged out. Because nowadays YouTube has become very, very sensitive. But just to touch on it, losing my channel made me learn the hardest lesson in this life. I had a channel that I had built for 1 year, yeah, 1 year, about 3 months, 1 year and 2 months, yeah. So this channel, I had put all my energy to this channel. I had tried a lot of things. It had my ups and downs, and the moment I started, I didn't know that I was destroying this channel. But in a way, after losing it, that is when I realized that I was destroying it all along. We started like normally growing slowly by slowly, but the moment I started like losing it, like losing this channel, I could see a lot of red flags, but ignore, is when I started going with flu, like doing something because others are doing. Like, I want to try this thing because I see you trying, I want to try, not knowing that our lacks are different. And I remember I started doing crazy things. There is a story that I've given about shaking hand, but back then when I was doing this shaking hand, it wasn't looking like a hand, it was looking like something something weird, something like and I used to like shake my arm to a point that I almost lost my arm. Like the energy, I used to have the energy because I used to see like my channel was growing fast, and within no time, I got into monetization and I started earning. And another mistake that I did after earning, I really wanted, that I don't know what is what I don't know what is. I started becoming like what is it called? Like wanting something too bad. So I started. I came across a certain YouTuber who was doing some videos for reaction, and she was doing well. And I told myself, because I'm used to going with the flow that is going on, I'm used to do something because others are doing. Even this time around, I'm going to try it. And so I started trying. And that was the beginning of me losing the channel. Because I used to see like when reacting to these videos, well, I'm making a lot of money. At the end of the month, I'm getting good money. Yeah, good money. I'm getting good money without knowing the lesson that I learned from this, from me now losing the channel, is not only going doing something because others are doing, but the hardest lesson that I learned is before doing anything, always read about the disadvantages and advantages of that thing. Do not just rush doing crazy things like and you don't know, like you don't have like luck like others. Kila mtu ako na journey yake, like everyone has its or his or her own journey on this journey. And that is how I lost my channel. People started sending bad links. When I was shaking my arm, people used to report me a lot, and people used to write bad comments on the comment section, especially when I was going on my live stream. And maybe it wasn't yet my turn to for me to be yeah, for me to be removed on YouTube. But this time around, the moment people started putting links on my comment, hmm, that's that was the end of the channel. The channel that I've built for so long. That was the end of it. And another thing, yes, I used to invest on that. I used to invest on my work, but I hadn't done a lot of investigation about the things that I was doing. I was to secure my channel, but I didn't know back then. So the moment I lost the channel, that's when I received an email explaining what I had done, and I started reading about now the guidelines. That is when I started becoming very 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 serious about even before starting this new journey. I started becoming very very serious with reading the rules, not to doing anything because of just doing. Yeah, not doing those trends because others are doing, like following, like reading the rules first. You read the rules before doing anything. I think that is the hardest lesson that so far that life had to taught me the hard way. And that is it. That is how I lost it. I lost my channel, like we were about to get like 80K subscribers, and within hours, guys, it was gone. It was gone and gone, like gone and gone, like forever. And they said that they won't put it back, and that is it. I didn't follow the rules. I didn't follow the community guidelines. Yeah. So I learned that it is not a must being on this YouTube journey, not only on YouTube journey, but in life also. Let's not do things because for the sake of doing. And we treasure that thing that's something in your life that is maybe giving you your bread, your daily bread. Treasure it. Yeah. Take care of it. Stop like it's a joke. That is how I lost my channel, by the way. Taking things for granted, like seeing like uh, feeling like a I don't know, feeling like a what? Feeling like a queen of airwaves, yeah. That is how it went. And it taught me the hard way, by the way, because right now I'm treasuring everything, like so deeply, even in my life. I've just chose to treasure things, treasuring things, like not taking everything for granted. Just because you have it, you take it for granted. Don't do that. Don't follow trends. Yeah, on YouTube, on life, don't follow anything. And listen to your heart. When your heart says that, sister, do not do this, it's going to get you in danger. I used to i used to have this feeling that was telling me that you're doing the wrong thing. But in a way, because I used to see that I am earning good money, hmm, I didn't stop. I continued and continued and continued. Little did I know that it can take even a minute for you to lose that thing that you treasure the most. It can take seconds for you to lose that thing that you treasure the most. Yeah, and that is it, guys. That is it. That is the lessons that I've learned the hard way in my life. And that had to be one of the hardest lessons that I learned. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending time with me. Yeah, I really, really appreciate. I really appreciate. Thank you for being here, my people. Thank you so, so much, my people. Thank you so much. I've been here for how many hours? For 2 good hours. Two good hours. Let me finish my minutes. Hmm? Thank you so much, Envy. Thank you so much. I appreciate. I opened this channel for me to be sharing the stories, real life stories, not sugarcoating anything, but just giving out the stories that are relatable. You know, the things that I've gone through. Maybe others are going through the same thing, so we can relate. Hmm? Yes, I'm leaving soon. I'm leaving in the next about 20 minutes. Yeah, I'll be leaving in the next maybe 20 minutes. You want me to continue staying here? You want me to continue staying here, guys? And kindly, you support me on my journey, support me on my videos, and I would really, really appreciate, guys. Your support means a lot to me. That is what that keeps me going. Without the support, you know, it becomes hard. But when you have support, that is what gives someone strength and hope to continue growing and going far. Yes, you know, I have to end my live in the next maybe 20 minutes so that I can shoot a video for tomorrow. You know, I cannot be doing live only. I must balance live and videos. Yeah. Yeah, Envy, you are right. I want to go and shoot a video. Yeah, so that I may edit it overnight so that I may upload it tomorrow. Yes. And thank you so much, my people. Thank you for the amazing love, for the support. I'm really, really grateful. Yeah, now check me out on my videos. You can be sharing them with your friends, hmm, with the people around you. Tell them there is a mama that that she's giving out stories, and maybe you can go listen to the stories, amazing stories. Yes, thank you so much, my people. Thank you so much. Thank you. Part of my gratitude to go today goes to all of you for being part of my journey. Yeah, for being part of this new journey. We are not giving up. We are putting in hard work. For us to get back on our feet, we must put in hard work and continue trying. So I'm grateful, very, very grateful for the support, very, very grateful for becoming part of, for joining, yeah, for joining our family. And of course, Alex, thank you so much for being here. You are part of our family. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so much, Alex, for joining us. I really appreciate. I hope you're having a blessed evening, blessed Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. It really means a lot. Yeah. You have officially become part of our family, all of you guys. The moment I started this channel the other week, like 2 weeks ago, I started this channel with one goal, that to create family, yeah, for us to be family on this journey, not doing just because of doing, for us to be a family, and for me through my stories, narrating or telling my stories, letting you guys that you are not alone. We are in this together. That is so amazing. It is great to be happy. Yeah. I'm also very, very grateful. Very, very grateful, guys. Very, very grateful. You are not alone. In everything that you are going through, whether good or bad, you are not alone. We are in this journey together, together, together to the end. Thank you so much, my people. Thank you so much for being part of my journey. God bless you so much. God bless you. God bless you, Alex. God bless you. You are not alone. God bless you. And because I've been here for about 2 hours, I'm only here for about 10 minutes so that I may be able to go shoot a video for you tomorrow. Shoot a video today and upload it tomorrow. So hoping to see you on the next live stream. Hoping to see you around on my videos, supporting, commenting, liking, sharing. Yeah, we grow together. Yeah. Thank you so much, Envy. Have a blessed one too, a favored one too. Thank you so much for spending time with me. From, yeah, from you have been so amazing from the start. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for becoming part of our journey. I'm truly, truly very, very grateful. Very grateful, guys. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I'll have to end this live. Yeah, I'll have to enter this live in the next few minutes. That is enough for today. I'm also looking forward to start live streaming on my laptop, so that's because of a lot of things. So let me go work on it. See you on the next live stream. Thank you so much, Envy. Hoping to see you on the next live stream. Hoping to see you around on my videos, and I really, really appreciate you a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who has been part of this amazing live stream from the start to here. Thank you so much. Everything that has an end. I have to go. Bye bye, guys. Bye 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 bye. Have a blessed evening. See you tomorrow. Nah, tomorrow I'll be live streaming. So see you tomorrow. See you guys. Have a blessed evening, night. See you. See you guys. Have a good one. Have a good and blessed evening.